Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So please excuse the mess. As you can see from all my other videos, we had just moved back from Reno to San Francisco. So the background is a mess. But I realized I was posting a bunch of videos about children's yoga teacher advice. And so I guess I need to remember to introduce myself. So my name is Nan. I am a yoga teacher based out of San Francisco. So any yoga studio that you've ever seen in San Francisco, I've probably taught there sometime in my career. I used to own a yoga studio called Yoga Family, and it was in the Mission. Our main customer slash clientele were moms and families. So we had family yoga, we had baby and me yoga. We were the only yoga studio that let crawlers, baby crawling, babies allowed in class. I have taught at a daycare and a preschool. Um, and not just yoga, but just like a regular teacher. And then I incorporated some of the yoga in there. I also made a children's yoga teacher training as well as prenatal yoga teacher training. So I have a bunch of experience just being a teacher with children and then just being a normal vinyasa yoga teacher as well as a prenatal yoga teacher. So I've been doing yoga since 20, I want to say I actually became official teacher 2014, but I was doing yoga back in 2010. So I almost have over a decade of experience with yoga. So that's pretty crazy to think about. But yeah, today's topic, I always forget to introduce myself, so I figured I would just do that quick introduction. But today's topic is how do you split uh, kids yoga classes. And so what I like to do is, and what I found most effective in teaching children's yoga, and I also have taught children's yoga at public elementary schools, private elementary schools. So dividing up the children from toddlers, so I would say 2 to about 4, like pre-K, and then elementary school kids do well together. I like to divide up into middle school kids and then high school kids. I would refrain from grouping all the kids together. And I think one of the questions that I got was like someone was teaching camp and they did ages 9 and older and then 9 and below. If you can, try to divide up the groups into those specific age groups. But if not, um, I mean, if you have like a one off, maybe like 2 or 3 kids are younger, it's fine because they kind of model the older students. So I think that's fine. But if you can split it up, please do. And then I also made another video on how long each children's yoga class should be, and it's split up by each age. And I say kind of why I chose those times, or how long, like why I chose those length of time for the classes. And I will adding on to this video because we were talking about, you know, teaching children's yoga at elementary schools. And one of the questions that someone asked was, what qualifications do you need to teach yoga at a primary school for children? Okay, you want to know the real answer? The real answer is no qualification, maybe just a yoga teacher training certificate. Based on my experience, this is like awful. And this is the reason why people who graduate from my yoga teacher training are held to a higher standard. So if you hire somebody from Yoga Family Kids Yoga Teacher Training, you get the Supremo teacher. But there really isn't any barrier to entry into teaching children's yoga. Maybe you put a resume out there and then you just teach it. But if you take my yoga teacher training, or if you hire a Yoga Family Kids Yoga teacher, we have a rigorous test and background check um, before you ever teach children's yoga in elementary schools. So if you're interested in that training or you're interested in hiring a Yoga Family teacher, feel free to comment, email me, because our yoga teacher training is held to the like utmost highest standard. there's a lot of Bobo yoga teacher, kids yoga teacher training where basically they teach you a bunch of random things. Well, not random things, like techniques, but they don't really investigate what type of person they are. So the qualifications is like, to be honest, like it's just having a yoga teacher teaching certificate that says kids yoga. But I mean, that's basically it. That's what I've dealt with in terms of like elementary schools. That, and if you're just like a person that's hopping in doing the extracurricular class, which is kids yoga, and then you hop back out, they don't really do much. But they are like, I think some private schools, they do a background check and a regular W-2 form. So it just depends, but from my experience, it's been very loose. So yeah, let me know if you had a different experience with that, or if you had another entry into or interview process into teaching kids yoga at elementary schools. And okay, I think that's basically all that I was going to talk about today. If you have any questions or you're interested in the kids yoga teacher training, you can find all the links below. And if you have any questions, write it in the comment, and then I will do another video answering that question. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. It helps me know what you're interested in and if I'm doing something that's of service to you guys. Um, so I will see you guys next time. Catch you later.